Hello, my snow angels. This is Snowstorm. It doesn't make sense for me to change the fandom name since I'm still Snow. I just operate under Snowstorm in this channel. Okay, so welcome to my gaming channel. Yeah, to start out this channel, I want to talk about how I got into gaming in the first place, especially those of you who are coming from my main channel. It was probably surprising when I started putting out gaming content. I want to talk about how I became a gamer. And here's my philosophy with this certain aspect of language. I'm not very good at games. I'm just gonna make that clear. Like, I'm not the best at games, but I love them. But a lot of people call themselves gamers on YouTube. I watch a lot of gaming content. And in my opinion, if you do something, then you can call yourself that. So I'm a gamer. Yeah, so I'm not just a singer, songwriter, musician, dancer, artist. I'm also a gamer. And that love for games has started since I was a kid. As I have mentioned before on my main channel, I do come from a large family. I'm the sixth child out of 7. And my oldest brother is 10 years older than me. Big family, and there's 5 boys in the family. And then there's me, and there's also my sister, who's older than me. So I grew up with brothers that loved video games. Though my parents were kind of had some strict rules about it. It was always an hour. We could only play for an hour, and my brothers pushed that rule, and then I did as well when I was in high school. So since most of my brothers were a lot older than me, I grew up watching them play SNES games, like Super Nintendo games, that they would get on the computer. Probably an early form of an emulator. And then also I grew up on a Nintendo 64. I watched my brothers play a lot of Final Fantasy IV, which we knew to be 2 because it was 2 in the international version. They got a hold of 5. They played Final Fantasy V, and that confused the shit out of me because I was like, okay, so this is 2, and then this is 5, and then they would also play 6, but we knew that to be 3, and I'm like, 6, I was like, 3 comes after 5, because I was so confused. But yeah, I watched my brothers play 4, 5, and 6, and one of my brothers, I watched him play Zelda Link to the Past, which we knew to be Zelda 3, so I grew up thinking it was Zelda 3. That will tell you how old I am. Yeah, and then Chrono Trigger. I watched my brothers play Chrono Trigger a lot. And actually, this past year, I actually played Chrono Trigger for the first time and beat it. Which was an amazing experience. Yeah, so a lot of my good childhood memories comes from watching my brothers play video games. Oh, of course I have to talk about Ocarina of Time. I watched all my brothers play Ocarina of Time. I've never gotten very far in it, so my first time playing it all the way through will probably be on this channel. So you guys can join in on the fun. Definitely one of the most formative games of my childhood. It came out when I was 4. Some of my earliest memories is of watching my brothers play that game. Also Super Smash Brothers on the N64. I played that a lot. No, not Super. Mario Kart 64 I played a lot. I remember on my 8th birthday I just kept playing it was the Koopa Beach. Yeah, I kept playing that over and over on my 8th birthday. Mario Party 2, So, you know, I grew up playing those with my brothers. And we also, like, got a GameCube later. My brothers made fun of me because when I started that game, like, I think it was, like, the very, very beginning of the game when I was trying to rescue Tetra. And I got scared of the bokoblins and then freaked out and then stopped playing. And, like, my brothers made fun of me for being so freaked out, but the bokoblins. And then also that it took me months to do the swinging lights platform thing on the pirate ship. Yeah, in a separate video, I'm going to talk about Final Fantasy VII and Zelda Twilight Princess more in depth because those are tied for my 2 favorite games. So, like, in a separate video, I'll talk about those. But those 2 games are really important to me and really formative to me for my life. Yeah, so I'll talk about those. But yeah, I will mention about Twilight Princess is that since I was in a large family, we never got consoles upon launch. We usually, like, waited a few years and then would get it for Christmas or something as, like, the family present. So when Twilight Princess came out, like, it was, I guess you would say backwards compatible. So it was released on the Wii, but also on the GameCube. And we didn't have the Wii then, so we got it on the GameCube. So I experienced Twilight Princess and played Twilight Princess on the GameCube, not on the Wii. So it confused the shit out of me when my brothers played it on the Wii. When we finally got a Wii, they borrowed it from my little brother's friend. They had a Wii early on, so it confused the shit out of me to see everything mirrored. Twilight Princess was the closest I got to finishing a game. I would play it, like, every now and then. You know, I was a high school student, never really had time. So fast forward to 2018. 2018. So I never really grew up on PlayStation. My childhood best friend, like, lived next door until I was in middle school, I want to say. I always went over to their house and watched my friend play games. She's a huge Zelda fan to this day. I still talk to her every now and then. But they also had PlayStation, and, like, PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. And my family never really got the PlayStation systems until when I was in college. One of my brothers got a PlayStation 1 to play Final Fantasy VII, which I will talk about more when I make that video. So yeah, I would go to that friend's house, and yeah, they also had a PlayStation 2, and, like, I would watch her play Spyro and other shit. Sonic 2, like, the good Sonic that was on PS2. I know the Sonic games are really buggy now. I'm kind of a meme. Anyway, so fast forward to 2018, like I said before. I was student teaching in Arizona, and I lived close to one of my best friends from college who had a PS4, and she was playing Shadow of the Colossus. So I, like, watched her play that, and, like, I actually went with her to purchase it. Like, at that time was when it had the remaster/remake. I'm not sure what it was. I do own it now. Yeah, so I, like, watched her play that, and I was like, oh damn, I want a PlayStation 4. So I moved to Utah and ended up working at Target. At first in the electronics department, and then later in a different section. And, like, I had my discount. So I think with my first paycheck, I purchased my PS4. And so it was, like, the first gaming console I've ever owned myself that, like, wasn't shared with my family. It's completely mine. And the first game I bought was Shadow of the Colossus, which I got stuck on the bird one because my timing is pretty ass. I hope to be able to beat it someday, but probably on my own time because I don't want to embarrass myself. Anyway, so yeah, I finally got my PS4 and, bought Spyro Remastered, like a bunch of other games, Spider-Man, Assassin's Creed Origins, I did beat that one, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't remember. I packed them already. Yeah, but I got Final Fantasy VII Remake in 2020, and that was the first game I've ever actually beat. So, yeah, which, I was like, oh, finally, like, after, like, 26 years, I finally beat a game, even though I spent, like, most of my life watching people play games and watching people beat games. And so that was a huge feeling, and is part of the reason why Final Fantasy VII is my favorite. But like I said, I'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, and also with my violin teacher, who's a really good friend of mine, we always go to the PC Bang here, PC room in Korea, and we both got Steam accounts, and we play on Steam, and that's where I play Chrono Trigger. And I also like King's Quest, so I've been playing King's Quest on there, and Gabriel Knight, the Sins of the Father, 10th anniversary edition. No, 20th anniversary edition. So yeah, I mainly like RPG story based with good art style. I do like visual novels. But yeah, like if a game has a good story with great characters and some elements of choice, I also love that too. I love things with multiple endings, things that get a little meta, things that address real issues like the environment and mental health. Like, those are all my bread and butter. You're not gonna see me play shit like Call of Duty or Fortnite, or, I don't like like first-person shooter games. Not my thing. Yeah. Like, I like shit like God of War and, well, I don't really know about the old games, but like 2018 and Ragnarok, that type of game, Horizon, Final Fantasy, Zelda. Zelda's a franchise that means a lot to me, and to a lot of people. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and for subscribing to this channel. I'm going to probably start with the original Final Fantasy VII on this channel, since Rebirth is coming out in a few days. At the time of recording this, I can't get a PS5 yet until I move, so please do not spoil it for me. I've even avoided watching demos of the game, even though I know where locations they are. Yeah, I've avoided spoilers like the plague. Please do not spoil Rebirth for me. I want to experience it for myself. But since it's gonna be like a month until I can actually play it, I'm going to play the OG Final Fantasy VII for the first time. I've only watched brothers play it, so I'm gonna be doing that first. And yeah, I hope you join me on this journey on this channel. And if you want to subscribe to my main channel too, that one is Snow, capital S, capital N, asterisk, capital W. That's my main channel, and that has my music content and like most of my creative projects. So please, if you're interested in that kind of content as well, subscribe to that channel. If not, just I hope you have fun with this channel and the beginnings of this channel. And also, if you ever have any gaming recommendations or helpful tips in the comments, yeah, please leave a comment. If it's a spoiler comment, I will delete it though. No spoilers, please. Like, no spoilers. Even for myself, I live by that rule. If I'm playing a game and I've played it before or I know what it's about, I don't want to spoil it for people. So like, I have a big mouth, So I'll be like, oh, that's important. But like, I won't say the spoilers. So it's like, I'm going to follow the rule too. So please, like, please behave in the comments. Don't harass people for having different opinions. Like, I want this channel to be a safe space. You know, like, and that also includes, like, if you're gonna be mean to me, like, fuck off with that. Okay? Like, I want this to be a positive environment. The same goes for my main channel. So, yeah. I will be linking my main channel down below as well, for those of you who are interested in my music content. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm excited to start on this journey with you guys. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!